this is a light language transmission. The intention is to bring through and make accessible and ground the energies of the 2-2 portal. Today is the 20th of the 2nd. That's 2-2. We're coming up to the 22-2. We've also had the 2nd of February and the 11th of February, which are also 2-2 portals. I would also like to say that I'm aware I haven't been posting a lot of videos recently. I'm sorry about that. I've been very busy bringing in codes into creations and high vibrational objects, such as these 3 tea light holders, I call them, the light bringers. They all have codes, they all have intentions, they all have personalities, similar to my paintings where they contain energy like crystals do, or like Reiki symbols do, or like light language does. I'm wanting to spare this channel from those kind of transmissions because it feels like the audience here may not be interested in that. Please do let me know in comments if that's not the case. But I do have another channel called Spirit of Nature, where I will be posting all of those. I've recorded the light language. You can then access the light language into your own receiver, whether that's your body or something you're drinking, or your bath salt or your bath water, or whatever it is. So that's across on the other channel. I'll put the link down below. I will also put little shorts up on this channel linking to those if you're interested. As I said, I've recorded them. I haven't uploaded them yet over there. So with that in mind, let's bring through now the theme for this 2-2 portal, this new moon in Pisces today. What I've been feeling very, very strongly, and it feels like this is, you know, longer term, about probably started around May. I remember the peonies were in bloom. Continuing on to, it feels like this is now where these things are becoming tangible and visible in the real world. And it feels very much like a timeline shift. I have felt myself over this weekend, especially yesterday on the 19th of February, incredible shift, like the life I've been living is not my life, like it's a distant reality, like I actually live in a different reality. And in that reality, I'm doing what I dreamed to be doing. The life I've been living, my day job, had just felt so not real. That felt like that was not the reality, like it was a movie I was watching. It wasn't really me. And I happened to just connect to 2 other lightworker friends who reported exactly the same thing. I even found that things that I had been seeing in my mind seemed to actually suddenly be available in the 3D. But whenever you're shifting from one parallel reality or one timeline to another, or whenever you're letting go of anything you've been doing and attached to and moving into the new, what you're now aligned to, there is a sense of loss, there's a sense of grief, there's a letting go. You're letting go of an old identity. It's a death and a rebirth, and there's a process associated with that, and often we need some help. And I must say, I've really been going through a lot of clearing out of patterns and expectations, and who I've been trained to be, in a sense, in the 3D reality, to enable me to step higher into the next level, to graduate into the next level, to rebirth into the me that's birthing through. And that feels very much aligned to what we're going through at the moment. And this morning when I woke up, I saw a post on Instagram. Blue Rose Oracle posted it, about the fact we are going through a timeline shift right now. I will put the link down below to that transmission I believe she's brought through on Instagram. But yeah, so let's dive in. We'll bring some light language through and we'll just help us all release those old survival level, karmic, 3D world limitations that are holding us back from stepping fully onto our path, fully into our light, fully into our gifts. So then I've pulled these cards, and of course it's absolutely related, of course, no surprise there. So this is where we're coming from, this column. So we've got what's coming in from above, and how we're experiencing that on the ground. This is the present. So after doing this action, we're moving into it. It brings us to where we are now. So this is the process we're currently going through, again at the higher level and then down on the ground, and then this is where we're going next, what that brings us to from there, what's coming in and what's happening on the ground. So the age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So what we're doing is we're in part of a massive soul progression, a soul process, a soul mission that spans lifetimes. And we've been doing the work. We've been training, we've been learning, we've been downloading codes fit for lifetimes, not just on this planet. And we are specially designed with all of our gifts and all of our capabilities and all of our desires to be here in the right place at the right time to do this. So that's what's led us to now. And what we're experiencing on the ground as we become aware of this, as we access these gifts and these abilities and these missions and these desires, is we get the vision. We get the vision in our third eye. Our third eye awakens to enable us to access that, to bring it through so we can see it, so we know the next steps forward. Things like being aware that we're in a timeline shift, feeling that, and then reading about it afterwards. Where we are now, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So appropriate. It's like get off the treadmill of what you're doing that's distracting you now from your life's work, not from your 3D work. Your 3D work might be detracting you from your life's work, although I'm sure until now it's been relevant and also been part of your training path about this reality, gaining skills, gaining knowledge, being pushed through challenging situations to the point that you're pushed inner to really soul search and find who you are. But now you need to take a break from that, even if it's a holiday, even if it's just downtime, to really feel, this third eye vision, align to it with your heart and soul and your body to be able to bring it through. So on the ground, you might find a lot of support from animals. You might be getting signs through animals, insects, other living beings that come across your path that have a message for you, that bring their energy. Be conscious of the signs. Be conscious of the energy that's being brought to you through spirit. Animals are such an amazing way of bringing spiritual energy and healing and messages through, because they're not limited by the mind in the way we are. They're much more moved by spirit. So they are really physical beings that can be moved into your life to show you or heal you or connect you in a way other things cannot, because they're not mobile. They don't have legs, if you know what I mean, or wings or whatever. So do pay attention, do be conscious, do share your heart with these beings that are bringing you guidance, love, support and healing, and resourcing you. So you're really taking a break from the 3D, disconnecting from the 3D reality that you've been living, based on your learning, your culture, your karma. Take a break, connect with nature, connect with animals, step away from that 3D. I've been telling all my friends I feel like I'm in the in-between. Like I'm not in the old anymore, and I'm not quite in the new. I can feel both. I'm in this void in between, and I believe that's what is being shown there. And after you've been able to be in that void, heal yourself, connect to your vision here, it brings you to warrior woman. Even if you're a man, this is relevant because it's the feminine principle, the feminine energy, which is flow, intuition, inspiration, and taking action on that. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? So if there wasn't fears and grief and loss of identity, or fear of not being able to pay the bills if you left the situation you're in, whether that be a job or a relationship or a way of life or a country, what would you do? You would be free to follow this. And I like how this kind of looks like a sword of light, and then this is a physical sword, and you've got this pattern of the light coming down, again same kind of pattern of the light coming down, but at a more physical level. You can see physical structures. So I see this as the physical reality of stepping onto your path, of cutting away with a sword anything that is not of your highest calling, and physically stepping into it, bringing your truth, bringing your gifts into the world without fear. And how does that look on the ground? Into freedom. Moving into freedom. Cutting away the old that is lower vibe, karmic, or patterning, or, you know, what's the word? Like culture and taught, rather than coming from your soul, and stepping into freedom. Freedom to follow your heart, follow your soul, being unbound, being in your own sovereignty, nobody telling you what to do, following your soul, your higher self, your knowing, your desires, your dreams, being unconfined by 3D parameters in the same way. Aisha tati taka toko tati taka pati taka tata tati taka toko akatati tati taka taka ta akatati tati taka 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 toko koto toko ko akatati tati taka taka toko ko akatati taka taka ka akatati tati taka toko ko akatati taka ta akatati tati taka toko to atatata atatati taka ta atataka koto akatati takata tatati takaka akatati takata akatati tata takatoko to akatati tati takatakati takato akatati tati takatakatoko to okotoko toko akatati taka tatatata akatati takatakatako akatati tati takatakatoko toko akatati takati tatakati takatakato akatati tatati takataka kakatako ko akatati takati takataka tatakataka Akatati takata. Akatati takata kataka. Akatati takatati takata. Akatati takati takata. Akatati tatata kata. Akatati tati takatoko. Akatati tati takata takatoko koko toko koko toko ko. Okay, I feel it grounding now. Akatati takataka toko koko koko. I feel it moving down your spine through your lower back. Akatati takatako to. Akatati tati takata tati takatoko koko. Akatati tatati takataka takatoko to toko ko. Akatati tatati takatako koko koko ko. Akatati tati takata takati takataka takataka. Akatati tati tatati takataka takatoko ko. Akatati tati takataka takataka ko. Akatati takaka takaka. Feel it moving through your solar plexus, your diaphragm, down your spine, into your feet, through your throat as well, coming from above, down through your throat. Akatati takatatata. Akatati tati takatako ko totoko ko. Akatatati takakataka. Akatatati takakatoko ko toko ko. Akati takaka. Akatati tati takaka. Akatati takaka. Akatati takati takaka. Okay, I'm seeing a golden ball of energy coming down into the crown, through the throat, through all the cells of the body. Akatati tatata katato. Akatati takatatata. Into the base of the spine, down through the base chakra. Feel the whole body tingling. Yeah. Feel like a higher reality dropping into the brain in the conscious awareness. And it's very high vibe, it's soft, it's peaceful, it's loving, dropping in through the energy field, down through the feet. It's very light, like a feather. Okay, yeah, that's grounded. Okay, so there was a lot of explanation there, and not so much light language, but I hope you understand that even the explanation contains frequency as I'm in a transmission mode. So you are receiving codes all the way through. And even just a little bit of light language contains a lot of codes. So listen to it as many times as you need to. It comes, it works at whatever level it needs to work with the first time, and then the second time it will penetrate the next level. It will keep working. You'll intuitively know when you've received what you need to receive from it. Blessings, everybody. Drink a lot of water, listen to your bodies, rest, be gentle on yourselves.